Hey everyone, Keldek here, Dragonheir video. Looks like we have some changes to corrosion overnight, which kind of resulted in Rook being nerfed a little bit, although the changes weren't to Rook himself. Basically, the change is to Dargo's skills here. I guess before they were doing the scrolls were increasing the damage by 100% instead of 10%, so those things were fixed. This team you see here with my current gear set, I'll go through each individual item or each hero one by one, but this team did 944 million damage right after reset last night, and I guess the changes happened overnight while I was asleep, Eastern Standard Time. As you see here, I did 944 million. So I guess that's no longer the case. So what we're going to do today is, first I'm going to test the team as it is and see what the damage difference is, and then from there I'll go through and test some different options. One option would be having Dargo carry Witch's Remains and then have Whisk as a DPS, or swapping, we'll look at swapping out Dargo for Securitia as well. So first then, now I will try to keep this to where the run length is the same, so the only real difference is going to be in the gear. So let me go through that real quick as well. Philosia has the Aurelium Vest, Puppeteer set, and an Enlightenment main stat chest. And then Furbath has the Solar King's Horn, also Puppeteer set, and the Moonlight Mantle with a defense percent main stat. Rook is built with as much damage as possible. If we look at his total stats, he has 101 crit rate, 301% crit damage with 4,667 attack. The pure damage, and this is with his exclusive artifact. In this comp, Whisk is built with Witch's Remains, so has 226 accuracy, just under 100% crit rate, 86%, 251% crit damage, 3,225 attack. And Dargo is built with, damage with the Swamp Toadstool artifact. Her total stats are 4,409 attack, 97% crit, and 189% crit damage. Alright, and the skill timings are as follows. Philosia goes at 21.5 and 20. Frubath goes at 26.8 and 20. Dargo goes at 11.9 and 20. I have her, doesn't really matter, but she has a 3-second delay from when she casts her ult to when those orbs actually land. I have Whisk going at 12 and 20. So she'll have defense down applied before Dargo's ultimate lands, and then I have Rook going at 14.9 and 20. And the purpose for that is to make sure that Rook's ult gets cast before the Vortex boss does its third skill, which comes in at 15 seconds. It's just in the event that Rook dies to that third skill, at least he gets the ult off before then. So without further ado, I'll go ahead through the run, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, and I'm back here, so we can see 867 million was the new total. Down slightly from 944, but at this stage of the season, at least for for my server, it's not really a significant change. But with that being said, I will go through. The next team I will test is going to be this one with Dargo as the Witches Remain applier, Whisk as the main enabler for Rook. Everything else is the same. The skill timings are slightly different. Rook now has to go at 15.2. That way Whisk can get her ult off, land her ult before Rook, but also after Dargo lands her ult, because there's a 3-second delay. I put it at 14.9. It could easily be at 15. Rook does go one swing after the Vortex boss's third skill, but it shouldn't make a difference. Anytime I die on the third skill, it's after the second swing, not the first swing, so this should still be fine in that regard. And without further ado, I'll get started on this team, and I'll be back when it's complete. Okay, and as we can see here, I watched the end of the run on this one, and I can see that it did end a little bit early, so I could probably still do, if I didn't have a bad roll on the healing on that last ultimate, I would have gone another round and would have been over 900 million. So it's still slightly less than my maximum of 944 million, but as we can see, Whisk does do slightly more damage percentage wise than Dargo. I forgot to take this screen on the end of the last run, so I'll go back and look through the footage to compare numbers, but what we did see was that Rook and Dargo were about on par damage-wise with the changes to Dargo. So it looks like running Whisk as a DPS and Dargo as a Witch's Remain applier will be the way to go. That's pretty much it. I was going to test Sacridia as well, but with the amount of damage I'm still doing with either of these teams, I don't think that it's necessary, because Sacridia still just doesn't add up, or doesn't match up. So save that as Vortex 880 mil. Sacridia is still not good for Vortex or any kind of boss encounter, at least when it concerns Rook. This is still the best team to use, but like I said, switching out Dargo with Witch's Remains and Whisk as the main enabler will do a little bit better. I'm sure if I did 100 runs of each team, it would probably work out nearly the same. So overall, I'm not going to change my main team, because I like the flow of it better. Where is it at? I like the flow of this team better, just with the timings and everything. And at the end of the day, for me and my server, you know, these kind of numbers are kind of irrelevant at this point in the season. You know, whether I place first, whether I end in first place or second place or top 5, it doesn't really matter at this point. As you can see, yesterday I did 907, and then last night, today, I did 944. I'm still going to be right in there. You know, everybody else is going to be doing a little bit less as well. So it is what it is. It's, you know, again, I don't think this was a nerf on Dargo at all. This was literally a fix of something that was broken. It's kind of a shame that it took this long to get it fixed, but you know, that's just the nature of the beast sometimes. You know, they have a lot of more important things to worry about, I'm sure. So that being said, this is not going to be good news for anybody who hates the Rook teams out there, because as you can see, the damage is not that much worse. So at any rate, that's all I have today. If you like my content, please consider, you know, subscribing to my channel and give me a thumbs up on the video. And I will be live streaming later today at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to test out some endgame boss teams for Season 3. So if you're online and want to come hang out while I go through that, please do. All right, thank you.